What's going on? I'm here to tell you that Stamsork in ESO with the right skills slotted is easy mode for solo content. I don't know what the DPS results are. I'm a PvPer. I have never bothered to do a DPS parse in my life. I'm not interested. Someone drags me along in a group for PvE, I'm probably gonna heal. But when I gotta get out there and farm my solo normals, I use this. If I want to do Vet Maelstrom Arena, I use this. It's proven that I'm able to even beat Vet 1's non-DLCs solo with this. And I'm a PvPer. I don't take PvE very seriously. I'm not very good at it. And you can see how sloppy I play this build in the link below. Me beating vMA. I even explain some mechanics of going along through it to help anyone who might be struggling, but I show you that I have a really easy time with vMA. Just some struggle in the ice round where I switched my food to higher sustain, and then I switched it back when I was done with that round. And I was back to low sustain and just hitting Dark Deal in moments when I had a chance. Dark Deal, it costs you magic, it returns you stamina, something that some high-end player would never suggest you use because, you know, it's a cast time. But I don't care. This is just all for fun. I don't mean all for fun, I mean all for just easy mode. Pure easy mode. The secret is Crit Surge, Hurricane, and the other skills being down is more healing back, because the more skills that are critting, the more healing you're getting, because every crit from with Crit Surge running is healing you back, and we run really high weapon critical, 54% base, so yikes. Easy crits, easy self-heals. That's the secret to it right there. You can run, like, you don't have to run the combination of sets I'm using. You don't have to run the champion points I'm using. But I'll go through all that. I'll show you how all the stats get like this. I know the stam recovery is low, but use a different food if you don't like that. Or change the Mundus Stone. We're on the Lover right now for some penetration, getting us up to about 8k there. I don't know what the weapon damage gets to. Like, we're using sets that buff it, and I'll get through that really soon. It is what it is. It gets the job done. Like, that's the point. I survive, and it gets the job done. I can take things slowly. Like, I just have these things up. I do things as quick as I can, because, you know, I got the hang of it, but I could go at a fifth the speed, and as long as I'm keeping this up, I should be good in most situations. So yeah, we got 36k stam, almost 19k health. When I use Dubious Cameron Throne for a little more health, it actually drops me to just under 16k. It's a little low, so I'll use the triple pocket instead. Let me show it. It's this thing. Like, no high-end player is ever going to suggest to use that, but go ahead. It's really comfortable because it's a lot of recovery. It's got just as much health as a buy stat would, but as long as it's fine to be dumping like most of your stamina pool and getting chances to use Dark Deal, why not just have low recovery? That's my concept. If you're struggling, need more recovery, change the food. If you got chances to Dark Deal, whatever, keep the buy stat food going. On the front bar, we got Resolving Vigor. Listen to me, unlock that, go into Cyrodiil, get it unlocked. Hell, you can do BGs instead. You can lose in BGs, just lose, and you get alliance points for it, and you'll unlock it. You don't have to go all the way for Razor Caltrops. I don't think all the stamina builds use it anymore. This build is old, and that's my point, actually. It's my easy mode any patch build, because I haven't had to change this skill layout ever. It's been good. I've updated my gear, I've updated my champion points, but I've been doing this the same for, what, 4 years? Okay? And I did VMA today, and it felt easier than it did back then. It's definitely gotten easier. What has happened? Alright, yeah. So, we got Resolving Vigor, Bloodthirst. That's more healing as you attack. Don't even need crits. Rending Slash, Razor Caltrops. These are the 2 skills I would switch for something if you want to switch for some things, okay? Whatever you want. Just swap out these 2 skills if you want to swap some out. Steel Tornado. The other morph of this is viable too. You'd get higher damage, but smiting stuns the enemy, so it's a bit of utility. I like it. Helps the whole easy mode theme. Stun something, so you have a chance to throw out your vigor or whatever you needed. I'm a pretty reactionary person with my ultimates, because it's a PvP habit. You know, you don't just dump your ultimate because it's a part of your rotation. You dump it at the right time, and that's where I have the habit of holding it, and it's a bad PvE habit. I'm just explaining. On the back, we got a bow. We're doing the Dark Deal, Poison Injection, Critical Surge, Endless Hail. Either morph is fine. This is the morph you want for doing serious damage, though. Endless Hail, Hurricane, and Greater Storm Antronach. I like to drop them with the first ability sometimes if I want to keep the aggro off of me. So they'll attack that, and I'll go attack something else, say in Maelstrom Arena. The champion points are in the video description, and we're going to run through the gear. Since we're solo, we don't have a group, you know, buffing us. We'll use Slime Craw, get the Minor Berserk at all times. Use anything here. Use any monster set. Years ago, I was using Scoria on that. It's all divines. I'm using Hunding's Rage. The first time I beat VMA, I had Fortified Brass in this slot, just to make this extremely forgiving build that much more forgiving. I kind of needed it back then, I guess I have to admit. It's easy mode, but you still have to learn the mechanics and get punished, but I throw Hunding's Rage in there for that sweet, sweet crit, and you're doing VMA and it's still a little struggle, just swap that out for Fortified Brass. Super easy switch. Don't even bother golding it out, it's just for your VMA. And then you'll get a little better at it and you won't need it anymore, so I wouldn't gold out the Fortified Brass medium. So we got Slime Craw. I've got this in 2 heavy. I like to wear 2 heavy. It's I'm pretty sure that stamina builds don't usually do Undaunted Metal. Don't quote me on this, I'm not the PvE guy. But you probably want all medium on this stuff. But 2 heavy can help survivability a little bit. Let's have a look at the amount it's helping. I'm not getting any of these 2 bonuses, but I'm getting 2% health. I'm getting 8% health recovery. That's actually nothing. Like, disregard that. Physical spell resistance up by 724. Yeah, it's probably not doing very much at all. The 2% health is probably the most that it's actually doing. But whatever. And the last set we're running with, I got Briarheart. It's all robust with 2 weapon damage and 1 recovery on there. Dagger Precise, Restore Stamina enchant. Axe Nirnhoned, Poison damage enchant. Then we got the Maelstrom Bow infused with weapon damage. If you don't have the Maelstrom Bow, you know, just use Briarheart. What else we got? What else we got? Champion points in the description. I'll go over... Did we go over the stats? I had to do this video in a few takes, and then it's hard to remember what you already covered. But the health is pretty high. If I switch to Dubious Cameron Throne, it does drop below 16k. If you actually have your Undaunted Metal unlocked, unlike me, you'd probably have it. Like, I PvE so little, I haven't gotten Undaunted Metal on my DPS, okay? I'm serious, I don't PvE much. Drag me along, I'm probably healing. Stamina's nice and healthy, 36k. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Weapon damage, it buffs a lot. Crits up there. That's good. Using the lever, you can change that to stamina recovery if you just want more recovery. If you did that, you probably don't need to use Dark Deal barely ever. I don't remember being a werewolf. I guess this guy, he drinks, okay, blacks out on weekends. Probably did some freaky stuff. I don't know what happened there. The buy stat, health and magic, health and stamina. Oh my god, can't talk. So these are the different foods, okay? So we got this much. It's gonna change my stamina and my recovery, and my health is gonna stay the same when I go like this. Boom. Stamina recovery is up to 16. Max stam is down to 30k. Again, you kill things eventually with this build. It's not about being bursty, it's about being survival. And then the Dubious Cameron Throne takes our health down, like I said, to under 16. Our stamina is a little more respectable, and the recovery is there. But honestly, when you're playing solo, I don't really see anything wrong with this food. Judge me all you want, meta people, but I'm not trying to impress anybody here. This is just what I do for my easy mode-ness. Okay? I think that's it. Just show a tiny bit off here. You just throw down the dots. Keep these two going. When you're on the back bar, get out the poison inject, do your light attacks. In the end, start light attacking and spamming this. This being bloodthirsty. Alright, I guess the video's gone longer than I planned it to. Subscribe to the channel for more builds. I also do Let's Plays, live streams. My guild at Writ's End is on the PC NA server. You can have access to this lovely guild hall anytime. Just send me a mail in-game to @malhood. We'll invite you. Peace.